Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. And who is this?
That is Ozzy. That is our new pup. So we've added him to our family since we last seen you. How are you here today, though? This is a surprise. We did not expect to see you again.
Okay, yeah. So I came out for you guys because we've done a build video before and I wanted to do it again. Matt was super busy, and so this is a one-off, one day. I'm just here to build stuff for you. Joining me today, we have Ben. He's been working here for a few years.
How are you doing today?
Good to be here.
I'm Chrissy.
Nice to meet you, Benjamin.
Yep, so he's gonna be helping me with design work, looking at the vehicle, and then also sewing. Okay, so I noticed that your vehicle looks a little different than last time. Do you want to explain that a little bit?
Yes, definitely. We are riding in a different vehicle, and the reason for that is Chrissy and I, years ago, we had a Can-Am Commander. Absolutely loved it. Went out to Moab, Hatfield-McCoy Trails in Virginia. Just an awesome time. And since we've been overlanders since then, we've decided that this is a great overlanding vehicle. We can do day trips with it and overland in it and not worry about getting home because this isn't our get home vehicle.
Okay.
So that is really where I think we can really go deeper in the woods with it and not worry about messing up the FJ. So
yeah,
the FJ has been slightly retired to full-time overlanding duties when it comes to remote locations. But with that being said, this particular model does not have any good storage whatsoever. So that's what we want. We want storage is the biggest thing in organization, definitely.
So do you want to just go ahead and kind of open it up, walk around it, show us a little bit, and then maybe show us the gear that you would like to store after that?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, what this is a 2021 Can-Am Maverick X XRS with the SMART-SHOX, the Turbo RR.
Okay.
So did you get all that? Because that's a long name.
I
just recently learned it myself, and I practice. So it's crazy. It's a long title.
I'm going to leave that up to you. Anytime we need to say it, that's on you, okay?
And this is the max version. So this is the 4-seater. And the great thing about this is you can take your dog along, or if you got a nephew or a brother or whatever, you can take them along and introduce them.
Whatever you want.
Introduce them to the off-road community. So that's the beauty of that. So one of the parts that you really do need to keep with you that people bring with them in the side-by-side world almost universally is a spare Cbt belt. So you can see it. That kind of takes a lot of the jolt of the drive system away from the drive line. Okay. So this is kind of the sacrificial lamb of the drive system.
So you need an extra because it will sacrifice itself.
It's a perishable item. And when this thing goes, it kind of explodes within the housing.
Okay.
Now one of the things I really want you guys to do for me is make a specific bag that we can carry this belt and keep it from getting damaged, because they're about $200. And then also the tools that when things are going wrong and it's a bad day for us out on the trail and our belt blows up, we'll have all the tools in the same bag that I can come down here and replace that and get us going again. Okay. When things are going bad, I don't want to look stupid in front of my wife. That's embarrassing. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's go inside and get started on this strap bag. Belt bag, just kidding. So this is our fancy little workspace, and we are going to get started with the belt and all the tools that go inside. These will just all go in a pouch. They probably would just fit in like a 12x4.
I'm very proud of you. There you go. So now it's done. Yeah.
I'll probably give it a little space on the side just so that if somebody has a belt and they really want to keep the label on it, they can still fit it in there. You know, if we ever make these for anybody else, I'm not saying we will. I won't, because I won't be here. I'm gonna go steal some of Cam's measuring stuff. He's not here, so he won't know the difference until he gets back. About 19, so I would probably make it 20. A little bigger because seam allowance and all that.
Sure.
Okay. So now we gotta calculate this a little bit. Make sure it's straight. And boom. This is not what I want. Oh my gosh. The one right in front of my face. It's right here. It's how far apart the handle's supposed to be.
All right, so we got the finished product here.
Awesome.
Got your handles on the side, and let's unzip it and give it the test fit.
Yeah, that thing looks good. I like the handles too.
Gonna fit that right in the
Full
center.
pouch
Yes,
in there.
sir.
Everything's in there, ready to go.
Perfectly contained.
Yeah, good deal.
Excellent.
I'm gonna put this in the storm cases up top.
So that makes 1 down and what, 5 to go?
I'm not counting, but yeah, probably
All
about
right,
that.
we'll get you taken care of.
The noise that you're hearing right now is the SMB particle separator. It separates the dust and shoots it out this chute here in the back, and there's a separate fan that actually allows you to do that. So when you're on the dusty roads, it's not going to get to your air filter at all. It's going to kick all that stuff out. So when we decided to get the side-by-side, one of the things that I also wanted to do was kind of give the FJ a little bit of a break. They're getting pretty collectible these days. People are crashing them, people are off-roading them, tipping them, everything else, and I definitely want to keep mine for a while. So we decided to get a 2020 TRD Tacoma Pro. And one of the things that I noticed right off the bat was it didn't quite do the job. Maybe that's because I was used to the FJ with the supercharger in it. And so having the supercharger in the FJ, it's like a world of difference. And once you have it, you're gonna want it. So I did decide to go ahead and supercharge the Tacoma. And I've owned 2 Tundras, 4.7 Tundras. This pull is just as good. It does phenomenal. It has the same transmission as the Tundra, not as big of a rear end and not as big of a brakes, but it does a great job pulling a trailer. So that was our decision in putting the Magnuson supercharger on it, and it's a great kit. One of the things about Tacomas are that the leaf spring package that they put in the back really does not lend itself to having the tongue weight that most people would want for even a light trailer. So one of the things that I did with this is I ended up putting the cradle, the Airbag Cradle system on this, which still allows you to get that off-road articulation, but the cradles cradle the airbags, and these are the Firestone airbags. But Firestone, I didn't like the controller, so I ended up going with the airlift controller. And then if you go with the decked system in the back here, the decked system actually makes for a really good place to put your compressor system. And I've never seen this installed this way, and I'm not sure why, because it really keeps it out of the salt. This vehicle doesn't go out in the salt, but if it was, it would really keep this compressor a lot cleaner and keep it from corroding. I don't know if it's going to come out on camera or not. Maybe it will. Is you can just hit the button there. You can definitely hear that. It releases the pressure. We want to take all the pressure out of the bags. We can take them all the way down to 5 PSI, and you can see the truck going down. And then if we're towing the trailer and we don't want to have the rear end squat down at all, just take it right back up to about 26 pounds, I think is what I normally run it at. And that compressor will kick on and bump them up to 26, and you can hook the trailer up to it, and it won't squat down at all. And the good thing about that is you still have your controllability. The steering of the truck is normal, and also the fact is that you're not going to be putting your headlights into people's eyes as you're going down the road. So that's the other thing. The other thing that I want to have accessible,
The weapon.
is this saw.
In case anyone attacks you along the way.
Right,
Yeah.
Zombies.
Yep.
Yep.
Self-defense.
Yep, it's real. And no, actually for limbs, down limbs.
I figured that out.
if we could make like a sheath or something,
Okay.
to maybe
We can see
yeah.
what we can do. Yep. So
This-
you just want it easy pull out, but you want to make sure it's secure somewhere on the inside of the vehicle.
Correct.
But wouldn't that be slick? Because you can just reach in the back window and just like
Oh, yeah.
pull it out.
That's a good spot.
Zombies, limbs,
Definitely get in there
anything.
more.
If
Make
we
it pragmatic.
can't put it there, what about attaching it to that back door?
Yeah,
Like somewhere so that it's upright and you can just reach through.
would be all right.
If it's somewhere like in here, let's see, it might have to be this way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So even if we just want to put it horizontal,
Yeah.
even the other
somewhere
way.
there.
Oh no,
But
no,
we'll
I do like it that way with the handle forward. Yeah.
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 We'll try it
Okay.
somewhere in there. We're making a sheath thing for this, and it's going to be beautiful. And then we're going to strap it in the car. Okay? I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try. It's going to be awesome. I think it might have to. Matt, we have a problem. I'd have to come in. It has to come to like there.
So close.
But I can take this piece off and just redo that piece.
Just redo this top piece.
Yep, long enough to catch that.
Yeah, it could even come. It could even just come on an angle down here.
Oh yeah, that would
It
work.
actually looked pretty badass like that.
Okay. We are going to make this section longer in order to catch the handle right here. Thank you. So here we have a sheath. This is a little different because unbuckle it, pull it out.
Yeah, that's really nice. Tucks in that pocket in that door perfectly. Yeah.
All with one strap?
I have one question though.
Okay.
Do we get to ride in it when we're done?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be safe.
Hey, what's up? CT here. That was not all, guys. We designed a bunch more products with Robert and Chrissy for their Can-Am. You can check those out in part 2 coming next week. Now, if you guys liked any of these products, if you would like to own the belt bag or whatever, let us know in a comment down below. And if enough people want a certain product, we just might do a limited run, maybe even make it a regular product that we sell, but we don't know what you guys want, so let us know in a comment down below. Also, you can comment on next week's video because there'll be even more stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.